dreams, skills, house, wheels, a family to love me and to pay these bills. When I expand my horizons, I heal and build. I have a good time, change the way I feel. Recharge, recuperate, reset, and reveal. It's deeper than the dollar bills and mass appeal.
About 9 months ago, I could barely lift my head, so inebriated I could not pronounce words that...
PDX Radio, it's your boy Big Rap. We are here with...
Mic Crenshaw, what's good, Rappy?
My God. Mic Crenshaw, what's good with you, fam? How you been?
Hey, I'm great. I just got back from Ghana last Tuesday, first time in West Africa. The record has been doing well. We had a great release at Alberta Street Pub earlier this month, and what can I say? I'm blessed.
This is like your third, fourth time here, right?
This is my third time. No, actually, this is my second time here.
The second time here, but it's your like third or fourth interview.
In Africa?
No, interview with us.
That's right. This is my third interview.
It's your third interview with us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people don't make it to 3.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I made it, man. You have a very organized format, brother.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, you said you just came back from Africa.
That's right.
How was the trip, man? What all were you doing out there?
So there's an artist I've been working with. I met him in about 2013 named Okaija Afroso.
Okay.
So he does traditional music, Afro folk music, and him and his wife, Jenny Flo, organized an arts tour.
Yeah.
So we went to Accra, Ghana, the capital, and we participated in the Chale Wote Festival. He headlined the festival, but I got to see all types of art, visual art, sculpture, hella galleries. It was amazing, bro.
Oh, man, that sounds like you were having a blast out there.
Man, think about it, like being that, our ancestors are from West Africa, but to go visit the motherland with art as the center of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Now, you're the featured artist for Late Lyrics this month.
That's right.
And that's coming up this Thursday.
Yes.
I will be DJing that event. You will be headlining the event.
We'll be working together, bro.
Come on, man, for the first time ever.
Yep.
Working together, man. So let me ask you, how did that come about with you working with Late Lyrics and working with Shrista?
Shrista and I met each other on a talk show that we did. I don't even remember the name. It was somebody else's podcast 4 or 5 years ago. And it was interesting because she had just gotten in a major car accident and was recovering from that.
Yeah.
And that night when I left the show, I got in a bad motorcycle accident.
Oh, damn.
But that said, I've always respected Shrista's game and what she's doing for the scene. And so I guess it took her a minute, but she invited me to be part of Late Lyrics. So I'm honored to be coming through.
Hey, yo, that's dope. That's super dope. Now, you told us specifically that you wanted us to talk about your song Flyin. So let's start right there. Why was this song a song that you wanted to make sure that we push forward?
Because I tell a story in a song. I start with a couple propositions. I say, young boy, young girl, this is your world. Drop some jewels in your opticals because what's possible is thorough.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking back into my own life when I was a teenager, becoming a young man, and how I was behaving.
Yeah.
And some of the choices and decisions I made not only changed my life, but changed the life of my firstborn child, changed the life of her mom. And it was based on me being ignorant and really just wanting to get some, but not wanting to be responsible for the outcome.
Yeah.
And through that process and trying to ultimately be accountable for what I was doing, I grew and I achieved wisdom and I understand the way the world really works. So that's what that song is about. And it's like, no matter how much the weight and the gravity on us, we have to figure out how to set ourselves free.
Yeah. Now you have this song features Melissa, is it Barrison?
Melissa Barrison on violin.
Barrison and Toni Hill.
Toni Hill is on
Shout out Toni Hill.
Yeah, and Crystal Manessa, she likes to stay in the background, but she's actually singing on the hook too, yeah.
Now, what did each of them bring to this record that made the song become such bigger than what you originally had in your head?
They brought, I like to find the balance between masculine and feminine energy in my music. And shout out to the late, great Star Child. He was somebody that put me up on that. He was like, Mike, you do a lot of underground hip hop, but if you want your music to have more mass appeal, I think you should have more women singing on your hooks, right? And so really, that's something that I try to do for my work because it opens it up. I feel like people need to be able to hear a reflection of themselves in their music. A lot of hip hop shows you go to, it's like a sausage fest. It's like hella dudes, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, when women can hear themselves in the music, I think it opens it up in their hearts and they can groove to it as well. Now, Melissa Barrison, I met, she's a black violinist that typically does country music.
Oh, that's tight.
But when she comes to the studio, bro, she's like, imagine a top tier lyricist that can come in and just freestyle a verse and have it be a classic. That's how she is with her violin. I'll play the beat, she'll sit down with her violin, and everything she does is just classic.
Oh, that's raw.
And then Toni, you know, that's my sister. We've been working together for decades.
Yeah.
And Crystal is another homie that I met about a decade ago. So yeah.
Now, the album Retribution. I love, you know, we kind of touched on the album the last time you were here. So it's a very, very, very heavy word. At this point in life and your career, what does retribution actually mean to you?
So Retribution is if you look at the front of the album, and if you look at the beginning of the video for the single Retribution that's on YouTube, subscribe, you're gonna see AI animated rendition of myself at the age of 16.
Yeah.
Right? But when you flip the album over, if you look at the album art on the back of the album, you're gonna see me 2 summers ago in Zanzibar, cooling. You can see some of the video team in the back. We're shooting a video in the palm grove for another song, Africa. Retribution is the path between a 16-year-old boy who was wrapped up in substance abuse, suicidal ideation, and living a very violent lifestyle, and a grown man who's exceeded his wildest dreams. Yeah. That's the Retribution.
Now, this album has 17 tracks on it. What did you need to say with this album that requires so much space?
Well, I gave myself enough time to live life between my last full-length solo album, which was Thinking Out Loud.
Yeah.
Okay? And I released that back in 2007, 2008. And so now I've had enough time. I've released a bunch of projects between then that were mostly EPs or collaborative projects. But as a solo album, it's given me enough time to reflect and put some wisdom into the bars.
Yeah. Now, this is what I want to know.
Yeah.
Why South Africa or Africa in general became so personal for you?
Being a black man in the United States, I understand that my existence is inextricably linked to the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
My history that should go beyond how we've been taught that we came here as slaves has to do with the continent of Africa. And my future and my liberation and the liberation of all black people on earth has to do with us having a common vision for getting free.
Yeah. Now, after experiencing hip-hop communities across different African countries, what have African artists and audiences taught you about hip-hop that you think artists in America may need to take a little note on?
They have so much respect for hip-hop in Africa that they've recreated their own versions of it on multiple levels in every country. They have their commercial artists, they have their underground artists, they have their conscious artists, they have their street artists, right? Yeah. So what that speaks to is how powerful this medium is, because anyone in any country, anywhere on earth can identify with it and tell their story through it. So I take it seriously, not just on a local level, but on a global level, because I understand that what I'm doing has a global impact.
Yeah. Now, to double down on that question, what do you feel like inspires you the most while you're out there to do the work that you're doing?
Being in lands and places, regardless of what country or city I'm in, where it's the absence of white hostility, the absence of white microaggression.
Come on.
That feels good. To be treated not by everybody, but by enough people to treat me well, to treat me like they're happy to see me, and the hospitality, they want to welcome me to their lands, especially in Ghana, because when I was in Accra, Ghana, that was the first time I was in West Africa.
Yeah.
Historically, our people, Black American people, our ancestors, most of them came from West Africa.
Yeah.
So I could feel in the nonverbal communication and the way that I was welcome and received, and the chemistry, I could feel my relatives in that.
Come on. Now, what do you think the biggest difference is between collabing with an African artist versus collabing with an artist from over here?
It's just perspective, man. The most Black Americans that I know haven't had the opportunity or taken the opportunity to get over there.
Yeah.
Most Africans I know on the continent of Africa have never been over here. So we're speaking, we're communicating, we're having a conversation, and we're sharing information about ourselves with each other that broadens our perspective and understanding of who we are. But I encourage people, if you could save some of the money that you earn and get on a plane, there's something about being there and seeing the way you're seen through the eyes of others, not the way you're seen through these racist people who hate you or are jealous of you, not the way you're seen through our own people who are jealous of you and don't want to see you succeed, but the way that people see you as a Black American on a continent will shift the way you see yourself on Earth.
Do you think performing out there has changed the way you approach music?
Yeah, by far, because I forget the BPM. I have a sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's kind of a laid back, give me enough time to say what I say between the beginning and the end of the measures on the bars. And I noticed that in Africa, people like something a little bit more up-tempo because it's a dance-oriented culture. And when I say dance, I'm not just talking about nodding your head. If you can provide something that gets women on the dance floor and a hook that's easy enough for people to remember, and this is a universal science, then it's going to go. So since then, I've been trying to make some songs that are a little bit more accessible than golden era boom bap. That's kind of my sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you got any new projects you working on?
Man, I'm working on a bunch of stuff with Showrunner and Mob Rule.
Shout out Show, man.
Yes.
Shout out Mob Rule.
Yeah.
Then my people's right there, man.
You're going to see us coming out with something. I don't want to talk too much about, I'm working on something with Hanif Collins. I'm busy, man. I got a lot going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for the Late Lyric show you got coming up, for the folks that have never seen you live,
yeah,
what can they expect?
You can expect a clear, articulate delivery of a message to a beat that's going to be hard enough for you to feel. And I like to believe, as long as I've been doing this, that when I rock the stage, I take ownership of that space.
Yeah.
In a way that makes it clear, okay, Mike is a veteran. Mike knows what he's doing. As well, I'm not going to be rapping over my backing tracks. You might hear an ad-lib here and there to reinforce, especially on the hooks, but the verses you hear are going to be me actually rapping them in real time live.
I love that. I love that. I love that. You know, artists nowadays, they'll rap over their whole song.
I don't like that.
I can't stand that.
Because the thing is, it takes practice.
Yeah, it does.
To be able to deliver your bars on time. So when you get out there and you're rapping over your backing track, but you're not even on with the timing of your own damn lyrics, how can I take you seriously when you haven't taken your craft seriously?
Right.
Yeah.
And what's your now I want to ask you, what's your stance on AI in music?
It's not going to go away. You know, technology. So put it this way. Why would I pay a human being a fee to do for me what I can get a machine to do for free? You had to hire a helicopter to get aerial shots. But now anybody can have a drone. And that's the way capitalism works. If you can get the job done for cheaper, then that changes the game. And every time the means of production changes, then these technologies become more accessible. You don't have to pay human beings for things, like it or not. That becomes the wave. So AI is not going to go away. That said, I don't mess with it because my intellectual property is sacred to me.
Come on.
You know, my voice is my voice, my likeness, my being. That's a divine gift, right?
Yeah.
So when you steal that for monetary gain and you got people searching for your music and they're getting something that a robot did that kind of came up behind you and snuck your own rights to profit off of your hard work out from under you.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit right there.
Now, I have personally went and looked up some artists from the town
Yeah.
You were one of the ones that pulled up on the AI Watchdog website.
Really?
Oh yeah, you, Mike Capes, and there's a couple of other artists.
So what
in the town.
does that mean? That our music is at the risk of being reproduced by AI bots?
That means that AI companies. It doesn't tell you what AI companies have done it, but AI companies have either scanned through your catalog and listen to your music, and have trained their AI models on your music.
Yeah,
and
fuck
it's happening.
them for that.
It's happening to millions. It's one of the reasons I wanted to ask you this question, because it's happening to millions of artists all over the globe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's the sad part about it, because theft, intentional theft.
Yeah.
Now, what drives theft is and other property crimes is poverty and need and lack.
Yeah.
For poor people.
Yeah.
Because people got to eat. But what drives theft for the wealthy is greed and evil, because they don't even need to steal from you. They're just being lazy and parasitic.
Yeah.
And the sad part about it is the wealthy are not accountable because they're inaccessible. You can't find the person that did it. You can catch somebody stealing your bike if you're lucky. You can go have a word with them and get your bike back, or you can whip their motherfucking ass. But these rich people, these wealthy people behind these machines and these AI bot companies, if I could find one of them, I would open them up, but I can't. And that's what's wrong with it.
It's crazy. I'm completely against the training of AI models against real music, especially without the artist's consent. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if they would have approached you and said, "Hey, Mic Crenshaw, we'd like to train our model off of this. We're going to give you this much money to train our model off of your music." You know, if they went around to all the artists and did that, and we're paying artists to do that, I personally would say, okay, that's no problem, because this person chose. They gave you guys a choice to do this. Yeah. But the way a lot of these AI companies work nowadays, they don't give you the choice as an artist. They don't give you the choice as a human. If you want to be trained, if you want your stuff to be trained, you know what I mean, with your music.
Non-consensual parasitic.
Exactly, non-consensual parasitic. Come on.
And extraction. Put me up on where you found that, though.
It is called AI Watchdog. It was an article that was put up by The Atlantic.
Okay.
And pretty much Google that, and it'll pull up this article, and it's a search bar. You basically type a name in there. It'll tell you if your music has been trained by AI.
Damn.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like the only reason I found out about this website, YouTubing, watching who was it? Curtis King. Shout out Curtis King. And I was watching him, and he was talking about it with his audience. I went and found the website, because that's just my natural instinct is, what is this thing? Let me go find out what this is and see if this is really true. Looked up my name, found nothing. I was like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. It went somewhere else. And then I started searching names from the town.
Yeah.
Mighty's name came up. Swiggle's name came up. Mike Cape's name came up. Your name came up. It was a few of them. It was not a whole lot.
Basically, because they can tell whoever's working hard.
Oh yeah,
and making an impact. They're like, oh, we need to go grab some of that.
Yeah. And it was the AI Watchdog. Was an article done by The Atlantic, is where I found that information. It's crazy.
Thank you, bro.
Oh no, of course, man. You already know this is what we're here for.
Yeah, man.
So after Late Lyrics, what's next for you?
Working on trying to complete some of these projects that I'm working on. I'm mentoring some young people. I'm meeting with some brothers from Ascending Flow. Shout out to Ascending Elias
Flow.
And Talilo.
Yeah.
We're meeting later today because we're going to discuss the possibility of getting some of these hardworking younger artists over to the continent. Shout out to Bakiko. Shout out to Wavy Joseph, because they've already been over there with me, but we want to get some of these younger artists on the African Hip Hop Caravan circuit. Yeah.
Now, you still doing the African Hip Hop Caravan, I see.
Well, we're trying to bring it back. I mean, all the relationships that I currently have in Africa outside of my relationships in Ghana are related to the African hip hop caravan in Zimbabwe, in Tanzania, in Kenya, and South Africa. But it's been a minute. It's been kind of on hiatus.
Yeah.
So we're talking about what can we do to resource it so that we can bring it back 2027, 2028.
Yeah. Now, you got anybody you want to shout out, man?
I want to shout out my project Gora, Ghosts of Our Revolutionary Ancestors, DJ Clavicle, Libretto, Redray Frazier. We got to get on stage at my CD release party, and I'm hoping that we can get some more good shows coming up in the coming year. Yeah.
And you got anybody that in the world that you would want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
You know, me and Magic 9 should probably do at least one song together. Magic
Shout out
9
Magic.
is such a beast. She really gets it.
Shout out Magic, man.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of interviewing her last month, and I got to see her perform live for the first time. She's somebody that I've heard her name a lot, but had never had a chance to meet her and to see how free of a soul she is, you know what I mean, and how she is just strictly about her music and being a doula and all of that is just amazing, man. It's just
she's
amazing.
a powerful individual, man.
I think that's gonna be a super amazing song.
Thank you,
especially
brother.
you two together. That'll be dope. That's super dope as fuck.
And shout out to Toni Hill, always jolly rapper, Aaron Nigel Smith. Yeah, congratulations, yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Again, Mike, I want to appreciate you for being here, man. I thank you. I thank you. Again, I'm Big Rap. That's my guy, Mic Crenshaw, man. We out this motherfucker, you bitch. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yo. Black skinhead. Minneapolis Baldies. Mic Crenshaw. Jonny Cool, Toni Hill. Let's go. As a teen, I was a link between Doc Martens and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I had a provocative future, leaving bodies as sutures. The knife in your pocket, the Glock of the Ruger, Molotov, Kalashnikov. I thought we ought to